grew up like a savage.
So it's like all that shit follow you, bro.
In the process, you started this. I mean, you had your label, but you was the primary artist on the label. Of course, like I think Skinny was there, and who else was there?
Nah, it was a group before them. You know what I'm saying? It was J Bay, it was Young LR, it was DJ, it was Ezo, it was Ether. It was a few before that, and then that was a second go around with the Tuda and the Skinny.
But because you really got 3 chapters of that. Because like, where does that line in with One Mob? Was One Mob before or after that first group?
After
that, so you had that first group.
Yeah, them little niggas. My brother went to jail. Ezo came to Vegas, smoking a cigarette on the strip. Went to jail, had a warrant. This nigga don't want to rap no more. This, you know what I'm saying? It was just, haywire. That was my first go round trying because really that's what I started the label for. Because the young niggas in the hood, at this time being, I'm Livewire. You know what I'm saying? But I've always been Funk or Die. That was my first album. That's the hood motto. You know what I'm saying? So the young niggas in the hood, they like, we want to rap. And I'm like, okay, cool. So put the label together, Funk or Die, bam, and that was the first go round with them. And that shit, you feel me, went haywire. And then I just kept pushing, but I was kept pushing by myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then came the Skinny and the Tudors and the Steves and the Trey, because they from the hood. You know what I'm saying? And then, okay, cool. I'm like, all right, let me step outside the hood now. You know what I'm saying? And, Roscoe and Debo, they had a relationship with Bang. You know what I'm saying? Debo brought Fonte, and then come Paidro behind Fonte, you know what I'm saying? Junior, you know what I'm saying? I was fucking with Junior in Vegas. My boy Dollar Dane, he fucked with my nigga Smitty, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, just made a gumbo pot, you know what I'm saying, like that, so.
But prior to this, I mean, something that was huge for just Northern California in general was One Mob, right?
Yeah.
And I'm really a rap nerd, bro. So I done looked at all kind of rap crews that then got together, that then broke up. The foundation, like I look at shit like a tree.
Yeah.
If you did a Philthy Rich tree, like all the niggas that would be the branches. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of niggas that would be the brand. And you came off a tree. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, so, like, when you formed One Mob, that was your idea. Yeah. And it's basically rooted in the same shit. It's
for sure.
Kind of put on for niggas.
We was already fucking with each other.
Yeah.
We was already fucking with each other. And in the beginning, it was more niggas than the niggas that was on the album. I believe it was HD, Cookie Money, Stevie Joe, if I'm not mistaken, maybe D-Lo, but it ended up going the way it went, you know what I'm saying? It kind of formed, nigga was booking me for like 5 shows, and I was like, man, trying to grab all them and like, come on, this is what he gave me for the 5 shows, I'll bust it down with y'all if everybody take a pay cut. You know what I'm saying? I think it was like 5 G's a show. So I was trying to get, okay, he got 500 for you, 1,000 for you, 500 for you, ooh, like that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I kind of like format, because we was fucking with it every day already. You get what I'm saying? So it was like, shit, we need to just put something together.
I gotta highlight that shit, Phil, because it's too many times.
And that's when we brought back the billboards.
It's too many times that you in a headline or on somebody's blog or something for some bullshit beef. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't think niggas talk about enough how you try to put niggas on, because some of these beefs that you got into is behind putting niggas on in the first place.
Most of them is. I mean, I would say, I ain't gonna say it's beef, because I ain't got no beef.
Yeah, not beef. Yeah, that's a figuratively speaking. That's
like
not a beef,
shit,
right?
That's like,
right.
You feel me? But
disagreements.
Every nigga that got a problem with me in this music shit, I done help. And I done did something with. Maybe it might not have been to their liking, or when they wanted it, or for their own self gain. But any nigga that say that they got an issue with me, I done did something for them. Period. You get what I'm saying? Now, if you wanted me to do it when you wanted me to do it and I ain't do it, then you mad or whatever, that's on you. You get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never turned my back on nobody. I ain't never withheld no information for you to try to further your career or be successful, I want everybody to win. It's enough money for everybody out here. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, you just gotta get to it. A lot of these niggas, they don't want to work for, they want you to do the work for them. And that's where the problem come in at. You get what I'm saying? Or they just ain't feeling that shit and you just don't know how to accept it. You get what I'm saying? And then now you want to get mad at the next nigga like a nigga ain't do what he's supposed to do. Like, I did my part.
Yeah, I mean, I seen you do more because hearing it out the horse's mouth, I was almost frustrated in a way that you didn't sign niggas, right? Because it's the way that I look at niggas. When that shit was going on, I'm like, really, this nigga is a CEO. He's whatever CEO we see in the game. That's what he doing right now. But you literally told me out your own mouth, like, bro, I don't want to sign niggas, and then we get to arguing about this and
I
that.
want to like how I usually do it. It's kind of like artist development. And it's like I fuck with you. You feel me? It's damn near the same thing. It's like I want to know that you gonna want to rap like tomorrow, or you might not like a nigga tomorrow. You might not take this shit serious. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, motherfuckers change up. Nigga might go to jail. Nigga might die. Nigga might don't want to rap. Nigga might got baby mom problem. Nigga might get evicted. Nigga might, you feel me? Just like, fuck this shit, you know? So it's like, bro, you got to show me that you really want this shit. I can't want this shit more than you want it. You get what I'm saying? So you show me that, bro. I'm willing to whatever. Like, I can lose with you. I can win with you. You feel me? I do this shit, bro. I don't be 1,000. I don't benefit off this shit, bro.
Right.
I do this shit, bro, out the love of, you feel me, seeing other black men successful. You know what I'm saying? I want Fonte to start his own label, sign his people. I want Debo, we just did today, started his own label, signed his first 2 artists, Hubba and Certified Said, bam. Same thing with every artist on there. Like, okay, Tula, you got Hayes Money, okay, sign. They go Skinny, you got SOS, sign. You feel me? Follow the blueprint. Like you said, it's a treat. You know what I'm saying? So,
but even that, Phil, like I'm saying, like, that's early on. I'm saying I'm gonna keep pounding this shit in the ground, bro, because this is early on in these niggas' career. Like, you could still be selfish and be like, these my artists. You talking, these niggas is just like, the label is just going now how it's, you know, all the way going, and you saying, nigga, you gonna have this label, you gonna have this label.
That's what I want you to do.
Right.
That's what I want you to do. Like, that's why we did the Mind Motion. If you look in the Mind Motion, it got all of the labels, all the people that got their own labels, like in the writing of it. You know what I'm saying? Bringing everything together. But that's what I want. That's what I want everybody to do. Be their own boss. Could
Philthy Rich be Ghazi?
Of course. I could be.
Would Ghazi?
I look up to Ghazi. I'm motivated by Ghazi. Of course.
Would Ghazi share the tools with Phil to become that?
He's always shared. Whatever I need, Ghazi's there for me. I just left his office today. He just inked the label deal with Debo.
But that label deal with Debo doesn't happen. I'm saying, but that doesn't happen if Ghazi don't fuck with you.
That doesn't happen if I don't say nothing. If I don't say I want to do this, if he would have went by, it wouldn't have got.
It's not gonna happen.
So,
right.
Okay, cool. We put my nigga in position, so he put his niggas in position. You get what I'm saying? And I done brought so many niggas to Empire, bro. I done helped so many niggas get to where they at right now. You feel me? Not just here. You know what I'm saying? So,
oh yeah, nigga, shit. You damn near responsible. Let's keep it real. You damn near responsible for the D, nigga.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
but a lot of niggas in Detroit on, man.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
That's family, you feel me? I done been to the D, they show a nigga a lot of love. I done been stuck out there for a week in the snow, you get what I'm saying? And I get my blessings, you get what I'm saying, by that. Like, why would I be selfish? Like, why that shit don't, like, niggas that do that shit, bro, they never had nothing before.
That's real nigga shit.
They want everything for themselves, you get what I'm saying? They want to, but at the end of the day, it's like, that shit only gonna last for so long. Like, that shit only gonna last for so long.
That's real nigga shit. Paidro.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, man?
Not much. What's going on?
Paidro Classic, man.
Which,
You know, you good. You good.
Okay, you good.
Yeah, you ain't got them. They pick up. You know how I am with you, man. How I fuck with it. Way I've been supporting you. Been, you know, want this type of shit to be happening for you.
Sure.
But like on some real shit, like, you know what I'm saying, for the world to know, I see you happy.
Yeah.
I seen you rapping before, but you wasn't happy.
Right.
It was like, I love to rap. This shit is hard. You know what I'm saying? So what has the change been like?
I started embracing that I know I'm different. Feel me? At first I was comparing myself to everybody else, like, and what everybody else had going on. But once I just really started like focusing on myself, like my kids, my mental health, and just everyday life, then everything else just started falling into place for real.
Talk about that mental health shit,
Man,
though.
that's big. That's what I just see. That shit in my
Yeah.
head, that's big. That
Because
mental health
I
shit.
talked
Big.
to
I ain't gonna lie, like I don't think like I think my mental health straight. Cause Empire just sent me like a little questionnaire the other day, like to talk about it. I didn't even know what to say. Like it's like I look at this shit like as the normal or something.
No,
Right?
what it is.
No, you become accustomed to it.
No, what it
but-
is, Phil. You know what it is. It is that, right? This is
But
some
it ain't
crazy shit.
normal.
I'm about to
This
tell
shit
you.
that
I couldn't even answer the question.
shit ain't normal though, bro.
I'm
Like,
about to tell you-
I don't got no
Become
fucked up
accustomed to
problems.
it.
Like,
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
I'm about to tell y'all a real story. I just did an
Right.
interview
Shit
with
that
Lil
be-
Leaky Boat,
Nah,
right?
love
He
average
always talk about
motherfucker
his
can't-
mental health, right?
Yeah.
His new album, what was it called? Something like Therapy. So
I
that's
think
what he
too
on.
much. That's my problem. I
Right.
just think
So
that shit don't slow down.
I always thought like you. I'm like, nigga, I can't be depressed. Like, I'm trying to figure out in people's head what they going through, and I'm like, I just couldn't figure it out until one day, bro. I was at Pismo. Nigga, my partner went head on with me on the 4-wheeler. I got a concussion, right? So I got to drive back home, but I feel hella stupid. Like I feel retarded. Like I mean, you know what I mean? I shouldn't be
No, I
saying
know
that,
what
but I
you're
feel crazy. Like
you
trying to
don't
drive
feel
back.
like
My
yourself.
brain feel
You don't
mush,
feel like
right?
yourself.
So like I'm noticing symptoms just from a concussion, though, right? One day I was sad. I'm talking about I was sad, nigga. I don't know why I was sad. I pull over the car. I'm like, I'm feeling the emotion of feeling sad, overwhelmed sad, right? I'm like, damn, what the fuck? But I started looking it up. It was from the concussion, right? It's the reason why football players down themselves. They keep hitting their head so much, like they feel what I was feeling all the time.
Right. Yeah.
So when Junior Seau killed himself, this nigga Hall of Famer,
Right.
Man,
Rich, got all the shit.
What's the name of the condition, man, that they get?
CTE.
CTE, that's what it is. Yeah,
But that
that's-
shit real, and,
Yeah, no,
and I was
I know,
like,
I know,
Phil,
I know.
but it took an accident for me to feel it,
Yeah.
because some had to alter my brain. But being in the ghetto, right, we automatically hella strong.
Right.
Like you just like a nigga getting shot in front of you, that shit ain't normal. But if after the third, fourth time it happened, you like, I just got to make it through this motherfucker.
Right.
I just got to make sure it ain't me.
It's kind of like before I got shot, I always used to tell myself like, kind of seen so many niggas get shot before. I'm like, if I ever get shot, nigga, don't panic. Nigga. You feel me? Like it's kind of like I prepared myself for when it happened. So like when it happened, I was like, you know what I'm saying? I drove myself to the hospital, everything. I just called, hey, man, I'm on my way to Highland. Like, you feel me?
But
Like,
you
it was
know
nothing
what?
though.
In reality, that's a traumatized nigga. Before you got shot, you was traumatized
Yeah,
because
already.
you got a
That's what
plan.
that is.
You already
You
got
got
a
a
plan.
plan for getting shot.
Yeah,
Trauma.
but that's the trauma,
bro.
Trauma.
You know what I'm saying?
Trauma.
So when you talk about your mental health, like how do you deal with, like, do you? Because this is how I imagine somebody dealing with a mental health issue. Like I think the only way you can work it is to slow your life down. Like, let me just do one thing at a time, because shit get overwhelming. But explain to me, because I want to know, like, how do you deal with it when it's going on?
Well, it depends on the situation though, because some stuff might hit you, trigger you more than others. You know what I'm saying? So like, you might have, like with me personally, like I had self-conscious issues. Like, I used to be self-conscious a lot.
And you a saucy nigga. That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
But it be that saucy.
yeah, but it's like you overthink.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you always worried about what the other people got to say. You know what I'm saying? Because like growing up, people always told me like you gonna be the failure, or you gonna be this, you gonna fuck up or whatever. So it's like you, after hearing it so much, you start developing that mentality about yourself. You know what I'm saying? But after a while, like when you start looking at the smaller things, you know what I'm saying, the shit that people say to you, like when people come to me and talk to me about my music and the words that I be speaking and how it affected them or something, those are the things that I started looking at. Like, okay, I might not be out there to the masses, but there's people every day that I'm helping.
Right.
And there's people every day that go through what I go through, so I can't really take it like this just me. Like, you feel me? I'm just a voice for it.
Locked up, and it was like, nigga, I got 9 years listening to one of your songs. Like, I don't know what he was doing. He was in jail with my nigga. I talked to my nigga. He was like, bro, I want to talk to you. He was like, man, I was off one of your songs one day, man. I've been in here ever since, man. You get what I'm saying? So that shit. I mean, it could be good or bad.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then, like, I think what helped me, like what you talking about, the self-conscious, is motherfuckers really fucking with you. I never gave a fuck when nobody think about me.
Right.
I know who I am.
You're quitters.
I never, like, I wouldn't give a flying fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? That's out the window.
But see, that's what it be though, because you know you'll have family, friends, relationships, stuff like that, where, you know, when you in the moment or you around that person, it's one thing, but then you start hearing everything else that you're saying, that they're saying about you. And that's where you start picking up the triggers and the trauma from, because you knowing this person is in your face saying this, and then they're doing this, you feel me? But
And then our personalities and our traits different, right? Like, Phil, you got all the ingredients and all the toxicity in your life to be that way. It's just that.
Like what fucked me off, I'm gonna be real, what fucked me off was like my childhood. My childhood fucked me off.
A lot of us.
You feel me? Moms and pops, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? I don't know my pops, you feel me? Shit in a nigga life or whatever. Shipping a nigga around, not able to raise a nigga right, you feel me? It's different shit, you feel me? And I don't blame her. I was her first child, you feel me? She ain't, you know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? So that always made me strong to her. I always had to provide.
You know what I be thinking about though, Phil? Like, you know, from where we from, right? We go hard on bitches, right? So when you would like, I be thinking about that shit even for my own mama in a situation where she was young, what if she met a young me? With my mentality, like what the fuck would it, like, you know what I mean, like, because sometimes I just trip out and look at a young bro and I be thinking like, I wonder what's you know what I mean, what's
That's
really
real,
going
though.
on with her.
It's
But where we
serious.
from, my mentality is told I really don't give a fuck what she got going on. But
I seen my
you know what I
mom
mean?
go through so much shit growing up, you feel me, that I felt like that was how relationships work, you feel me? But then as I got older, she had one relationship when I was in high school where a nigga treated her totally different than everything I've ever seen, you feel me? And I realized that's what creates the happiness. Is like, people, we look at, you feel me, you might grow up in a house where a nigga beating on a woman, you feel me, beating on your mama or whatever. So when you grow up, your trigger is to put your hands, you feel me, to lay down your law. But in reality, that's not really how it goes. It's just what you've seen and what you experienced and seen. So like, I had a mentality of, if my mama was never happy or never married, don't no other bitch deserve to be married or happy. But my mama told me I was wrong. It was my mom that had to sit me down and tell me, like, you can't think like that, because I was doing shit to them too. It go both ways, you feel me? And a lot of us don't get the reality of a parent sitting you down and being like, I was wrong too. The shit that you seeing, it wasn't
It's
what you
hard
thought
to
you
take
saw. You
responsibility,
know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
So that helped me grow, like, for real though. Like, her telling me, like, a lot of the things that I seen growing up,
That's what made me.
I
my
thought
dad
that
cool.
it was one way, but she made me realize, like, no, it's two ways, and you got your own situations now to where you see it's always two ways. So that's what really helped me mentally, like, just facing the problems and tackling them, you know what I'm saying, and actually taking the time to dissect everything from the beginning.
I think you know, and that shit is important too, what I think you do, Phil. I think, like, because to me, I ain't gonna name them off, but it's so many rappers out here that I feel like super talented that need a brotherhood. Like, it's so many niggas that need a brotherhood. It's so many, and niggas don't know how to be available to receive it. You know what I mean?
For sure.
It's a certain thing we wear on ourselves. Like, I ain't got fuck that nigga.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Right.
I feel like I be doing it because I never had that. Like, I was the oldest, so I never had the big brother, you feel me, or the pops or nothing like that. Like, I learned whatever I learned on my own. You know what I'm saying? If it's putting on a condom, if it's driving a car, if it's, you feel me, writing my first rap, whatever it is, you feel me? So it's like, I mean, I get to keep it real. Like, I love what I'm doing with the label kind of more than I did with the rap. You get what I'm saying? Like, as in,
You treat it like that.
yeah, like I get up every day doing something, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I don't even go to
phone
sleep.
calls.
I don't even go. I don't even
at
sleep.
6
Like,
in the morning, 5 in the
I'm
morning.
texting niggas like this.
Yeah,
Like,
we 3 in the morning.
like
just
this,
talking
like
about
this,
that shit in
like,
the stool,
bro,
like-
I need the artwork. I need the beat. I need this. Like,
Yeah.
I take more pride in that than with the rapping. Like, no lie, like I ain't even been feeling like rapping. Like, the nigga Styling.
Niggas have sleep when I die.
Yeah, Styling got an album with D-Lo. This nigga been waiting on the verse for like 2 months. I just ain't been feeling going in the studio. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's bro, whatever. I just ain't been just feeling it. Like, I don't even want to go. Like, but then I don't want to make, you feel me?
Yeah, make it feel no kind of way, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So if you see this, you know why. I just ain't, I don't know if it's like writer's block or nothing. I just ain't
That's
been.
what, you getting that.
I'd rather see them niggas in the studio rapping.
Stay all blue. I'm just trying to stay racked up like you.
Put an 8 in a 1 and do magic. Tryna stretch hair run like elastic. Eco-friendly drug dealer, I don't waste no plastic. Use all 4 corners of that baggie. All I ever wanted was a bankroll. So I pull up on Champ before the bank close. Say no to stank hoes and stank clothes. No paramedic pimpin', nigga, we don't save hoes. Yeah, rest in peace to Lil' M.